everybody, my name's Steve, I'm the British Railroader, and welcome to my model railroad room for the next instalment in my great American adventure. So in my last video we said farewell to Pittsburgh, and the next three videos are going to be focusing around what I saw and what I did in the New York area. Now, as most of you know, I stayed in Brooklyn, and I've already posted one video from the 65th Street Yard, and that was just kind of like a little taster. That was nicely little self-contained video. But what I'm going to do over the next three videos is show you what else I saw from a railway perspective whilst I was in New York. So this video is going to be about the Long Island Railroad, and also I'm going to share with you the photographs that I took on my visit to the New York and Atlantic Railroad's headquarters at Fresh Pond in Queens. The next video is going to look at Metro North and New Jersey Transit, and then my final video will be about the Staten Island Railroad, the subway, and a little bit with some photos from the New York City Transit Museum. So that will bring to an end, finally, my New York adventure. Now, when you're watching this, hopefully I will have also received from Train World in Brooklyn my pre-order of the Athearn Genesis MP15 AC in New York and Atlantic Railroad livery. When I'm filming this, the day that I'm filming this, FedEx are saying that they are going to deliver it tomorrow. So I will do an unboxing video. So that will just fit in somewhere. It may have already happened. When you watch this, you may have already seen it, but kind of ties in nicely with the whole New York theme of my trip. Once I've completed all of the USA videos, we're going to get back into a little bit more of a normal kind of rhythm, but I'll explain what my plans are after all of the videos are complete. So yeah, watch out for that in a couple of weeks' time. Anyway, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed the footage and the photographs that I took of the Long Island Railroad and the New York and Atlantic Railway. I'm going to start with a few photographs. Now, when I was traveling on the Long Island Railroad, I did a couple of little trips out, and I just took as much footage as I could. So what you're going to see today is a number of bits of film, some of which I talked over, some of which I didn't. Now, I wasn't very good at identifying the trains. So this you can see here is a Bombardier M7, which is very commonly used on the Long Island Railroad, and was really the first Long Island Railroad train that I encountered on my trip from the airport. And then we've got the Bud M3s here, which I was really pleased to see, because these are a dying out series of EMUs. They're slowly being phased out, and obviously Rapido will be bringing out their model very, very soon. There are also Kawasaki M9s, but I don't think I actually saw any of them on my travels. So most of the film today is either going to be from Atlantic Terminal in Brooklyn, which was near my hotel, Jamaica in Queens, because obviously most things go through Jamaica, down in Limbrook, waiting at the station for a train after I'd been to Trainland, then Valley Stream, again waiting for a train to take me down to Far Rockaway, and I think I've got a little bit of film from there as well. Some of the videos have got me talking over it. I do apologise for that, but for the most part it'll just be trains going past, and I'll put a little caption to identify them. So we're starting our visit to the New York and Atlantic Railroad.
probably quite appropriately, at Fresh Pond Road subway station on the M line, which was my way of getting to Fresh Pond in Queens. It was quite interesting because the trains ride above the streets. It's a nice little subway station. It's in the suburbs. I had to have a little walk from the station to Fresh Pond Yard, which wasn't too bad. It took about 10 minutes or so, but it meant that I passed underneath the Bay Ridge branch and got to see just a few freight cars hanging around on the line. Now, as you approach the base at Fresh Pond on Otto Road, you've got this lovely stone, and to get to the offices, I had to pass through the yard, and there was just so much equipment there. They've been doing some track renewal work, so there was some track renewal equipment. There was obviously freight waiting to be sorted and transferred, ready to be put onto trains. There were a few locos in the yard. Here we have CIT number 402. Another bit of track maintenance equipment that was on lease. There was one of the MP15s, number 155, obviously waiting for its next turn, and a couple to the CIT lease locomotive. Quite nice to see one of these close up, considering as well that I'm getting a model of one of them very, very soon. Now, also in the yard was their SW1001, number 101. Now, this locomotive came from the Long Island Railroad and, according to my guide, is waiting to be repainted and sent back to the Long Island Railroad. The New York and Atlantic no longer can really use her. She's been used a couple of times. I've seen pictures of her down at Bay Ridge. But there she was. It was good to see her. Interestingly, there was one of these locomotives used by Yeoman Foster back in the 80s, which is why they then bought their EMD Class 59s. So with number 301 is the New York and Atlantic caboose. Again, it's not used as a caboose as such, but it tends to be used if they have to show people around the tracks. So it's kind of like their version of a business car. Also in the yard when I visited was US Waste's locomotive number 400 and the associated slug number 10. I've been looking up these. These are rebuilds. I can't work out exactly where they're from, so if anybody knows, obviously post it in the comments below, but it's interesting to see them. Had a look round the shed, and outside the shed was New York and Atlantic number 261, the GP 38-2 that I've modelled. She was recently taken out of service. There were rumours that she was going to be scrapped, but she hasn't been. She's been refurbished and repainted into the current colour scheme, albeit with a white cab roof, and she looks splendid. Sitting next to her was number 300, who's the sister engine of 301 we saw earlier. This is a Progress Rail rebuild with a low emission locomotive. So going to Fresh Pond, it was great. Caught a little bit of the Providence and Worcester bringing in a stone train, lovely flower beds. They've made it a really nice place. Big thanks to Amy Luke, the business manager who I arranged the visit with and who kindly showed me around Fresh Pond. It was I think I was only there for about an hour or so, but it was really good to get up and close to the locomotives that I plan on modelling on my layout.
Okay, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this. I had a great time traveling on the trains in Long Island. And also, it was great to visit the New York and Atlantic Railways headquarters and see some of the locos that, I really love in real life. It was great to get up close and personal with them. Anyhow, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, then consider subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free, and the more subscribers I get, the more exposure, let's just say, my channel will get. When you do subscribe, a little bell is going to come up. Click it, press all, and you will be notified of all my videos as they are released. If you have any comments or questions, then feel free to post them below, or you can email me directly on this email address that is coming across the screen just here. I can also be found on all of these social media sites, so feel free to go on there, follow me, all of that kind of thing. And if you want to message me, you can message me through these as well. YouTube in a moment is going to suggest a video to watch. It's going to come up just down here. Go and take a look if you haven't seen it already. But if you have done so, why don't you go to the channel, have a look at the videos that I've got, and I'm pretty sure you'll find something that will interest you. But that's it from me. My name's Steve. I'm the British Railroader. I'm saying goodbye from my model railroad room. Bye bye.